I have to just say this, like, you're a parent. You have a job to do. When you decide to be a parent, you make a decision to raise a human being. You have 18 years to prepare this little human being for the real world.
In step two, we step into follow the leader game. Whether they're leading or you're leading, it's called taking turns. We call this the do with phase. Do for, do with. And you show them and then you mess it up because just like you see in the blue, they want to be just like you, where monkey see, monkey do can now be guided to the positive side to develop the skills, back off, let them just do something, and play is the most powerful part of learning because now they're following your leadership. Back to you, Bonnie.
Absolutely. No, you shared that really well. We mess it up so that they can actually have the opportunity to take part in the situation, right? Step number three is they have an opportunity to do it themselves. Now, I don't know how many times I've heard parents go, "Oh, it's just easier if I do it myself. If this seems like a lot of work, like if I let my child help me clean the kitchen, it's just going to be more work for me." I have to just say this, like, you're a parent. You have a job to do. When you decide to be a parent, you make a decision to raise a human being. You have 18 years to prepare this little human being for the real world. And what happens in the real world is a lot of stress, relationships, jobs, children, paying bills, earning privileges. Like God doesn't come down from heaven and give you like a 6 bedroom house, a 3 car garage, 3 beautiful cars, a computer, a TV in every room. And then when you do something he doesn't like, it comes down from heaven, take it away. Right. And so what we're talking about here, like, is teaching your children to live in the real world, because having them live in some sort of fantasy world where they can come in, play with the toys, they go to bed, they wake up in the morning, it's all clean, like the cleaning fairy comes in and takes care of everything, is not going to be of service to them at all. Are you with me on this? Aaron
Sounds
Strand,
like parents are
president.
wanting to discover here, Bonnie, what missing pieces are in their game to go from where they're at to where they want to be, and let them know what's the first step they can actually do to have a discovery session to answer all of these questions that's in their mind right now.
Yeah, like I shared in the beginning is, we're sharing some aha moments today, but like literally we've been trained from our parents who were trained by their parents. So we have generational DNA inside of us that says to be a good mom, we must be, do, and have everything for our kids. And we're not supposed to teach them anything. But when they turn 18, 19, 20, or whatever, it's time for them to move out. And so we have a program. I closed out the window, which is terrible. But we have a 1 year mentorship program that we would love to talk to you about. A discovery session costs you nothing. A discovery session is going to lead you to a custom parenting path to paradise plan for you. We're going to show you where to start, everything you need to do to make changes in your home. And if you choose to work with us after that, we're going to be here for you to work with us after that. So just put a comment underneath, "I need help," and we'll get back in touch with you after the live is done. When he was in grade 1, the teacher would call me to the school and told me that he had what they thought was attention deficit disorder. So I want to say that, 20 years ago, they called it attention deficit disorder. Now they call it ADHD. But I was like, no, like, okay, my kid's fine. Like, there's nothing wrong with my kid. He's not broken. And so for 6 years, they kept calling me back to the school. And after 6 years, I finally went and talked to the pediatrician, and he showed me a diagram that said, your son is missing neural pathways. And so he needs this medicine in order to help him focus in school. And so the drug was called Concerta. You give it to him in the morning, and then by dinner time, it should be out of his system. He told me it was non-addictive, that it wouldn't affect him otherwise, that it would just help him in school. And so I had a part of me who was like, oh my God, like, am I just not helping my son? Like, am I being a detriment to my son by not believing in medication? And so I finally gave in. I got him the medicine. 2 months into it, he was like, oh yeah, it really does help me focus. But 2 months in, he had about 4 or 5 pills left. And he looks at the bottle and he goes, Mom, like, I need some more pills. And I go, yeah, well, I'll go get you some. You still have 4 days of pills left. He goes, no, Mom, you don't understand. I need my pills. And I go, Jacob, like, yeah, okay, I'm going to go get them tomorrow. No, Mom, you don't understand. And he started banging his head on the counter and crying, like, you don't understand. Like, I need my pills. And I went, oh my gosh, no more pills. Like, zero, like, cut him off. I just knew that this was not going to be the answer for my son. And at that point in time, I mean, I didn't even care about school as much as I cared about his mental health and what he was kind of dealing with. What is a neural pathway? In 1903, the American Journal of Psychology wrote about how neural pathways are created and recreated. It taught that in order to develop a new neural pathway, which is literally your idea of how the world works, think about when you were learning to drive a car. Nobody could tell you how to drive a car, how to put in the clutch, the gas pedal, gear 1, gear 2, gear 3, look in the mirrors at the same time you're driving down the highway, you're shoulder checking. Nobody could tell you and help you build a neural pathway by telling you how to drive a car. Your kids, if we don't get what we're talking about, they will miss out on developing neural pathways. This is true. And they will be left with a behavior or neural disorder for the rest of their lives. Like, this is how powerful what we're talking about here today is. Because when you take them through, they show them, mess it up, and allow them to have the experience of folding the towels, making their bed, putting their toys away, making their own breakfast, cutting with a knife in the kitchen, sweeping, cleaning the kitchen floor. Like, if they don't have these personal experiences, they will not develop the neural pathways. How much is this making sense to you? If you're just getting to know us, does this resonate with you? Are we speaking the truth?
Plus one here, Bonnie, which makes so much sense to that is, oh my gosh, did I miss the windows? And the answer is, let's validate that thought, because the answer is never. You can catch this at any time in the cycle.
Yes.
And there is a true story of a lady who never drove in her life. She was in her late 80s. I'm going to guess about 85, 86, 87, and decided, I have a goal. I want to drive. And she actually developed the neural pathways to pass and get her driver's license. It's never too late. And I guarantee it, because I have worked with thousands of kids at all spectrums. And this is like kids who showed up at my program that were still wearing diapers at the age of 8, 10, and 12.
Yes.
It's never too late to get these connections. So let's just nip that in the bud. The question is when do you want to start going from the negative to the positive side? And the first step is that discovery session. Back to you, Bonnie.
I want to say Tyler has been with us. And as I mentioned earlier, he's our 17-year-old we just adopted that had like zero life skills on how the world works. He's been with us now for about 6 weeks. And I mean, he's kind, he's cooperative, he's helpful. He has got off all of his medication that they've had him on since the age of 6. He is starting to speak in terms of, I don't know what I'm going to do, but whatever it is, I'm going to be successful. The transformation of this child and every child that actually parents engage with Creating Champions for Life is so profound. It's almost unbelievable. Gigi Getty, I'm not sure. I'm sorry if I'm saying your name wrong. Can you put your email address right there on the YouTube comments or something so I can email you after this? Everybody who in the comments is resonating with the message so far. They're saying absolutely true. Yes, I get this. What a beautiful analogy. Dawn says it was so nice to enjoy the continental breakfast all alone in peace on my vacation because I decided instead of cleaning up the messy hotel room while they slept, they can clean up their own messes. They actually can get it done pretty quickly when they put their minds to it. 4 sets of hands is much better than one. I'm telling you what, you're a mom. You know, you're not a maid, you're not a chauffeur, you're not a referee. You have one job to do, dads and moms, is to teach your children life skills. Are the doctors unaware of the addictive nature of their medication? I'm sorry, doctors are trained to do one thing, and we need to understand that doctors, it's a business. And so, you know, they don't make a lot of money on healthy kids. I do not believe it. Are they aware of the elastic nature of the brain to develop new pathways? You would think so. But guess who writes the medical books? Guess who creates the curriculum for doctors? I'm reading a book right now called Body on Fire. You can look it up. She is a cardiologist. She talks about her dad, who was India, who actually used to do house calls and actually fix people. She went through the medical to become a heart doctor. And she said, all I felt like I was just trained to put Band-Aids on people. She said, I was not trained one day on nutrition and how that helps to heal the body. So, you know, it's a business. They're trained in a certain way. I don't know why. I know that in 1903, the American Journal of Psychology taught about neural pathways and they don't know about it. I put comments on TikTok videos with psychologists. I never get an answer back. So, I mean, you can believe what we're talking about or not, that the choice is going to be yours. But I'm telling you what, we're born with 0 neural pathways. Every single child is born with behavior disorders. And unless we take the time to teach them focus, self-control, responsibility, self-discipline, how to have purpose, how to set goals, how to persevere through obstacles, how to climb properly on a monkey bars, they will never develop the neural pathways unless they become, 21, 22, and they start going, oh, I actually can learn. And they start to educate themselves like I did. Nobody taught me these neural pathways. I've been studying personal development for over 30 years. And so has Tom. And so I would put my life on what we're talking about here to be true.